Hi, my name is Michael Schuette, and I'm a filmmaker from Tucson, Arizona. I first began creating art, I remember when I was very, very little, just doing all kinds of drawings, stuff like that. But I really got into filmmaking when I was in high school. I took a course called film acting. And once I got into that class and I realized that I could make video projects, I didn't want to do anything else with the rest of my life. That was it. I create videos and films. I've heard people describe my style as kind of documentary, very kind of handheld, I guess, rugged, I think, but also polished. One of my biggest artistic inspirations is Carlos Santana because of his music, because his stuff to me is timeless, and I aspire to create pieces that are timeless. One of the biggest challenges of being an artist is making the transition to doing it professionally and getting paid for it, because the art will always be there. You know, that'll never go away. So being able to do it as a profession, that's a challenge. But once you get that, once you cross that bridge, that ends up being one of the easier parts. It's like, oh, I'm doing this professionally now. Now I just get to make art all the time. I think the biggest benefit of being an artist is being able to move people and make them feel something. And when they didn't feel a certain type of way before they watched your art, and then afterwards, and now they have questions or just even think differently, that's a huge benefit. It's just being able to offer ideas. Artists can change the world by offering their perspective, because perspective plays a lot in how we interpret information. It can just change how people think. So to change how people think inherently changes the world. The message I want to convey to the people who follow me is that you can do whatever you want to do. Really, that's it. You can do whatever you want to do. Nothing's really holding you back. I chose creating videos as my artistic medium because I really enjoy being able to capture life how I want to see it, and like kind of control a section in time of life and capture that and then play it back and rewatch it over and over again. And especially if there's like a movie that you really like and you can rewatch a scene over and over again. I like being able to create that. One of the hardest parts about what I do is sometimes getting over self-doubt. One of the hardest parts is getting over self-doubt, because it can just make you think you can't do it, and then once you start thinking, you kind of start to believe it. So the easiest part about it is when you set up a camera and you turn on the lens and something already kind of looks good, and it's like, oh, I don't have to do anything. Like the world just gave me that shot.